What's going on, everybody? Watching Tunnel here, back with another figure to review. And for this review, I'm going to be reviewing another DC Multiverse figure from McFarlane. And for this occasion is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the third figure from the collective build, and is the third figure that you collect, and out of four. And this Wonder Woman is the Dark Knight's Death Metal Wonder Woman. You can clearly see from the front of the box, DC Multiverse, and Collect to Build Darkfather is the third figure out of four. And in the window box, you can clearly see the figure with its accessories, something we're gonna go see in a little bit. Out of the side of the box, you see the Dark Knight Death Metal, Wonder Woman, Dark Knight Death Metal figure from McFarlane. The other side of the box is the same thing, DC Multiverse, Wonder Woman, McFarlane Toys. The bottom of the box you see the license, DC and Warner Bros. And barcode. The top part of the box is Dark Knight Death Metal. And on the back side of the box you see this Dark McFarlane Toys. And a little biography there saying each figure comes with a collectible card, trading cards, which we're going to see in a little bit. And right here's the promotional picture of the figure, of the character Wonder Woman. And she's the third figure of the 3 out of 4, which is Collect to Build Darkfather. You see that's the figure that is completed, and the other third figures that are also available to collect to build, so you can build Dark Knight, Darkfather. So yeah, let's take it out of this box so we can have a closer look at it. Okay, here we have the figure, and we can start off with the measurement tape and Wonder Woman. Oops, excuse me. And she's a little above 7 inches, like 7 inches and a quarters. If you want to measure it to the tip of where her crown is, it's almost 8 inches, which turns out to be like 8 inches or like 20 centimeters or 19 centimeters. Yeah, it depends how you want to measure her. I mean, from the top of her head where her hair starts at, it's like, yeah, between 7 and 9, 8 and 9 centimeters. So yeah, this is Wonder Woman. She's from the Dark Knight's Death Metal. She's the third figure from the Collect to Build, the dark side of Darkfather. And yeah, this figure, this Wonder Woman, is my first review I'm doing of Wonder Woman. She's really nice sculpture. I really like the painting. I really like how the crown is. I actually got to see some of the comics, and like, it's not 100% accurate, I tell you this, but it does have an excellent sculpture. I really like the crown. Another thing about the armor, her armor, she's got those like shoulder pads that are actually sculpts that are wrapped around her that are like shoulder pads. Reminds me actually of Ahab Predator, a figure that I reviewed a couple of months ago. I really like the gauntlets. The gauntlets are really nice sculptured. Really like color gold, some black wash on it. Looks really nice. The color scheme seems to be nice, pretty accurate for Wonder Woman. I think like the part right here from her chest, I think I remember the comics it was like an eagle, and right here it's just appears to be like a W or something. And yeah, by the skirt, that's the symbol Wonder Woman. The W is really nice. The cape, I really like the cape. It's a really flexible, plastic, nice rubber plastic. Same thing along with the skirt on the back too. Everything's all rubber butt too. Nice. It's excellent. And it's also like wavy too. It doesn't go all the way down to her feet. It's just like a little bit more down to her knees. Yeah. And it's like not really like long down. I think the size of her cape is like perfect. So right. Yeah, the shin guards, the boots. are excellent. They're like these kind of like heels, they're, yeah, it's really nice. Really nicely sculpted, really nice paint. It's like, I tell you, this is not 100% accurate, but it's really nice. I really like the sculpture, like the painting. Another thing that I do like, but it also has a defect, is I really love the hair. Her hair, it's got some different paint job on it. It's got some, it's black, or her hair is naturally black, and then she's got some blue painted, like several different types of blue painted all over her. She reminds me of an old girlfriend I had. She would always dye her hair this color blue, and the top of her head was just black. I used to like that. Like find that really attracting, and yeah, this she kind of reminds me of my old girlfriend. And yeah, this is a nice texture, and it's a lot of hair too. It's a lot of hair, I gotta tell you. And the face, yeah, the face is pretty accurate. She's got those lipstick on, the dark blue, dark, kind of like dark and blue lipstick on there. Yeah, she's got those eyelashes painted there by her blue eyes too. It's really nice, really nice. I really like it. And the only thing that I do dislike about the hair is, like, I mean, it is a rubber plastic, kind of not too rubbery or not too soft, but it kind of gets in the way when you want to, for the articulation. It kind of limits it. You have to like kind of like move it to the side so that way she can turn her head. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? This part here, all this bushy hair right here, like, I think they're her bangs, I think. Yeah, they're her bangs. Yeah, they're so in the way, and like, yeah, that kind of limits the articulation. Is probably something that people are like, bumped up about. But yeah, but other than that, it's NECA. I mean, sorry, not NECA. McFarlane did a pretty good job with this figure. Really put that work into it. I gotta give it that. And for accessories, they were pretty generous. We got six accessories in total. The first accessory is the cape. The cape for Darkfather's cape. It's a really elongated cape. It's like, and it's a rubbery plastic too, and like, the texture looks like, like kind of like that fabric, and like a really dark blue, really nice. And it's got this little peg where you can just like, I guess, peg it right into the back, and then like the top one right here, you can probably set up right to the chest, so that way the head goes in here. And yeah, its other counterparts, the Darkfather's head, alternate head, which is a really dark side in the Batman mask. Yeah, and it's that giant peg hole right there. We can just like place that head in there, and yeah, we can probably, like, when we have the figure already completed, we can already put all the pieces in the puzzle already. So yeah. Another accessory is the base stand, where Wonder Woman could stand on her own, but she can also use this one. I mean, mine actually had a little complication to stand, probably because one of her, I guess one of her ball joints from her heels, or her feet, were a little stiff. So yeah, I was having a little trouble with it. So yeah, that's why it's always a good thing that McFarlane is always generous in giving us this little base stand with a DC logo and a peg right in there. Nothing in the back. And another accessory, which is her weapon. It's the chainsaw of truth. Yeah. Usually Wonder Woman, one of her weapons is, well, something that she usually uses, like the lasso of truth. This one is actually the chainsaw of truth. Probably cuts her way through the truth or something. I like the painting, I like the texture, but oh yeah, and the teeth. The teeth are colored in blue, and the chainsaw is like black with blue teeth. And it's that little blue spot right here. I don't know if it's the button. I don't know if that's the button to set off the chainsaw or something. But yeah, Another thing is that it's not straightened. I know for a fact, I've been in landscaper, and I know for a fact a chainsaw's not gonna come this bend, like, at all. It's not gonna look like that. And yeah, a lot of people who had purchased this figure had complaints about how the weapon comes, in this way, bended. I guess when they were uh, placing it in their package, from the factory, it must have like bended, and yeah, it's probably like it's kind of hard trouble like straighten it. Probably had to like add some hot water for that. But yeah, it's really nice. I mean, I would have loved to have her lost her truth. Or maybe, she's dressed up as a warrior, she got her crown on and her cape on. We could have seen maybe like she's an Amazonian warrior. The Themyscira. We could have seen like a sword, maybe a shield, but no, we got this chainsaw truth. Yeah. The last accessory is the trading card. Kind of like that huge picture, promotional picture that we saw in the back of the box. I mean, this is the same picture of the figure. I mean, to me, to be honest, I would have loved to had a picture of Wonder Woman, like from the comics, instead of the figure. Yeah, that would have been better. That way, it can gives you an idea of how accurate the figure is to the comic book Wonder Woman. And on the back side of the trading card, you see the picture of Wonder Woman and a little biography or data file. Where if you wish, you can pause that and read it as you wish. And that chainsaw, fits perfectly on her right hand, since we didn't get any alternate hands. We didn't get like a we only got that gripping hand for the chainsaw, and we also got a closed fist for her left hand, which is useless. But yeah, that's all they gave us. But yeah, for articulation, obviously Wonder Woman's head is on a bull peg, but the hair, it's on the way, so it's like really limited. So you can have to move the hair out so that she can like turn. Yeah, and then it gets stuck right on the shoulder pads, and you can turn to the left and right. For looking up, very limited. For the hair, looking down, it's a good range. She got a good elevation, extension of the arms. The left one seems to be more extended than the right one. This one seems to be more limited because of the skull here as the shoulder pad. One thing though, she does have a swivel on the bicep here. Well, not the bicep, but the upper elbow there on both sides. And she also has those double joints on the elbows, which is nice on both sides. Her suit doesn't seem to have like any like swivel or any like ab crunch or anything, even though this part here is all rubber plastic. Yeah, it's like really limited. Can't really move that much on the waist. She does have a ball joint on the wrist. Can hinge and swivel on both. On the legs, you can actually move, give that little swivel by the leg there. She got a good kicking range forward and also backwards too. By the thighs, those thighs, they don't have a swivel, even though it looks like it's like a separate piece here. It actually doesn't move. No swivel on there. Everyone thought that, there was like articulation there, but it's really not. She does have double articulation on the knees. On the boots or the feet, she has a hinge on the feet, hinge up and down, and also rotate. It does not pivot, but it does have a hinge on the tip of the toes. And she also got those peg holes on both. So yeah, Wonder Woman, she has those heels, so she's like 6 feet tall, which is 1.883 meters. And yeah, for comparison size here, you have it with Ellen Ripley, 7 inches from NECA, and a 6.5 inch Jeanette Vasquez figure from NECA. Here you have it with two other 7-inch NECAs, Amanda Ripley and the android from AVP video game. From DC Collectible, here you have it with a 6.5-inch Batman. And from another McFarlane line, here you have it with Batman from Flashpoint, 7-inch figure. Here you have it with two 7-inch DBZ figures from Dragon Stars. From Marvel Legends, here you have it with the Wolverine 6-inch figure and a Cyclops 7-inch figure, both figures from Hasbro. Here you have it with a 7-inch Dutch and a 7-inch figure Dwayne Hicks, both figures from NECA. Here you have it with two 9-inch Xenomorph figures from NECA. And of course, two 8.5-inch and another 8-inch Predator figure from NECA. Obviously the AVP Predators are a lot taller than the other earlier wave Predators. You can see the size comparison there, something I'll be reviewing soon, so stay tuned for that. And so yeah, here we have the Wonder Woman figure. So far we already reviewed 3 figures out of 4, and we're almost done collecting to build Darkfather. The only last piece of the puzzle are the legs, which is the last figure that we still have yet to review. Batman Dark Knight's Death Metal is the last figure out of the 4 that we still have yet to review, so don't miss out on that. Thank you so much for if you made it this far. Make sure to subscribe, give it a like if you enjoyed it, and yeah, share it and make sure to subscribe so you can continue watching my video to complete Darkfather, unless you want to leave this guy without his legs. But yeah, I still have one last figure left to build, so you don't want to miss that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be seeing you next time.